There is an island in the Mediterranean where the air smells of sea, earth, and myrtle. This island is Sardinia. In the south of Sardinia, in the province of Cagliari, the breezes are full of the smell of jasmine and mastic trees, and flamingos dance lightly on pond waters, and the clear sky colors the sea with blue. Here, nature, history, and tradition lovers find impressive proof of the past in infinite varieties of colors, sounds, smells, and tastes. The island's long-lived and ancient populations for centuries has kept a natural heritage of unchanged majesty with knowledge and dedication. Cagliari is the island's main city overlooking the sea and is the ideal place to begin our discovery trip of southern Sardinia. The capital city of Cagliari is a political, historic, and artistic junction that holds complex traits found throughout the island. A place where ancient Nuragic population lived, colonized by waves of people and civilizations. Cagliari was dominated by Phoenician, Punic, Roman and Byzantine, Genoa and Pisa, Catalan and Spanish, Piedmont, and finally Italian populations. Cagliari's Castello borough, with its chalky white stone walls, played a part of this history. Here, in Cagliari's Archaeological Museum, exhibits from the island are preserved, including the Neolithic funeral trousseau and shiny vases decorated simply and soberly. Mother Goddess sculptures have been preserved and are also on display. The other remains tell a story of a mysterious period in the history of Sardinia, which is the Nuraghi civilization. This period began around 1600 BC during the Bronze Age and continued into that of the Iron Age. The bronze statues, called bronzetti in Sardinia, are expressions of ancient and mysterious pagan religion representing the history and chronicles of daily life 3,500 years ago. These ex voto statues are mainly from cult areas representing men of war, oranti archers, and warriors with lances and shields. There are also statues of sea boats with their bull or deer prows. These statues are used as signals to indicate cult places and are proof of sea people who were very developed and gave the Sardinians an important role in trade during this age. Cagliari is also a place of authentic and passionate traditions. The St. Ephesio Church sits between the tight streets of Stampec district and is keeper of the most felt religious tradition of Cagliari, which is the devotion to a war martyr that died on the island in 303 after Christ. In 1652, the people prayed to him while crippled with the plague. The disease ended miraculously, and the people showed their gratitude and devotion with a day to honor him. And since then, it has become tradition to carry his statue in a long procession through the town of Cagliari. The procession is animated by traditional sumptuous and solemn costumes representing the various villages. These costumes are multicolored, rich and stark, and are accompanied by the archaic sounds of the launedas, which are panpipe instruments in this grand Sardinian festival. Another procession of importance to the people of Cagliari is that of Cristo Morto, originating in the 600s, where the rituals of Passion and Death of Christ are deeply marked by Spanish religiousness. This procession is particularly suggestive and takes place on Good Friday in the early afternoon along the historic districts with the devoted, while singing ancient polyphonic songs. Cagliari is a magnificent sea city with its port, fisherman's village, and the Poetto beach surmounted by the imperious Devil's Saddle. Standing on Cagliari's shoulder is the Molentagius Pond, worldly famous for its pink flamingos, and is an ideal habitat for egrets, piazzas, and many other bird species. The coast lies over a 10-kilometer span, including the Gulf of Poetto. Poetto was originally an agricultural area, and over time was transformed into the third largest town of Sardinia. However, Quartu Sant'Elena has kept its agricultural roots, and along the historical roads one can still capture the smells and flavors of fresh baked bread and typical sweets. Natural pearls of Quartu are Cala Regina, Mari Pintau, Cale Moro, with heavenly inlets that make them stand out. Proceeding along the southeastern coast, Torre delle Stelle and Solanas are united with the immaculate